And the Department of Education has a lot of different roles, but one of its primary roles for science education is to help support instruction and curriculum and assessment work across the state, and that of course brings us into partnership with folks like Gulf of Maine Research Institute. But I can remember really clearly the first big project that we had that we worked on, and it was around Ready, Set, Science. It was when that document, After Taking Science to School, was released by the National Research Council, and I was sharing information about it, and Sarah Curran and Sarah Morrisseau got really excited about what it could mean for the professional development that they were doing, and they really began to frame and then increasingly framed the kind of work that they were doing with teachers around the ideas in Ready, Set, Science, which made it a real natural progression to the framework and then obviously to the Next Generation Science Standards. The Next Gen Science Standards is a state-led initiative to create new science education standards that the intent is for them to be commonly held by states throughout the country. There are already 26 states participating in the work. And they're really important to us because they will, I think, finally kind of get us to that point where we're not teaching content separate from practices separate from cross-cutting concepts, but they really force us to put them together and weaving the teaching of concepts about science with knowing how to use models and asking kids to use models to explain and to predict ideas and asking them to incorporate ideas about mathematics and English language arts into teaching and learning is going to be really critical. GMRI is involved in various committees like the STEM Collaborative and other kind of big work like that, committee level work in the state. But most significantly for me is the Gulf of Maine Research Institute's vision, because that vision incorporates all kids in the state of Maine. It's to create a scientifically literate community, and there aren't very many organizations in the state of Maine or in the country that really wrap their arms around all kids, and that makes GMRI a very important partner for the Department of Education.